Hey, 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 my YouTube family. Let me tap this for sound because the thing definitely told me that it wasn't no sound. I'm doing this again for y'all because I love y'all. I'm doing this again for y'all because I love y'all. I just gave a whole 9 minutes earlier off the top of the dome and I was recording it for y'all. So this is Sistas, season 9, episode 22. 22. Episode 21. And it's a girls want to have fun because we do want to have fun sometimes. So, this is what I want y'all to do for me. I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get on into it, besties. And besties, friends, whoever y'all wants to be, I just love y'all. I love all y'all. Everybody that's gonna watch my live. If anybody watch the live, if anybody come back and watch the impromptu live, and I'm going off the dome. So it started with Andy and what's her name? And Sabrina in the bathroom, tussling and fighting and fussing and cussing with Penelope. And then Penelope sitting up there being told by Andy, aka Andrea Barnes, that she like her leftovers. And anybody that she's had, she said she want all her leftovers. That's what she said. And let me put this little ticker right there for you. And she said that you just want my leftovers, Penelope. And I'm like, well, that may be true. That could be, and it may be true. Penelope, don't play. You know that you want that girl's leftovers. You know that you want her leftovers. Okay. So we in the Christmas spirit, honey. And we finna see what these overlays is giving for the Christmas spirit. Okay? But this the thing. I don't like girls. I don't like women. I don't like girls like Penelope thinking that she got that they're God's gift to women, thinking that they are God's gift to women. And that's the thing, baby, mama, you got the exact same thing that I got. I hate girls that's just like her. I hate girls that's like her. Just being all the way honest, being all the way real. And Penelope thought that I'm pretty sure she thought that wasn't nobody gonna want Andy and this and that. I'm like, girl, goodbye. Go somewhere else with your effed up thinking and ideology. Okay. So she arguing back and forth with Andy. And she said that the Gary situation, Andy just threw it back in her face and said, well, everybody that I had, then you won't. And you just taking my sloppy seconds and all that. I'm like, okay. So you did technically have Gary first. And second, Penelope did have Gary. And then she did get to, screwing and sleeping with him and all this stuff, got pregnant by him. Okay. We know that. And then Rich is Sabrina's old boyfriend. She was screwing him. And then from that man, then she say that she's screwing Robin. I'm like, Penelope, I don't bimo believe nothing that you are saying. If y'all believe Penelope, y'all go right ahead and believe Penelope because I don't believe her. I do not believe her at all. Sorry, I don't believe her. And Andy said, well, you have all my leftovers and this and that and this and this and this and that, this, that, and everything. Then they get to fighting up in that bathroom. I said, oh, okay, so y'all up here fighting. So y'all up here fighting in that nasty restroom at that bar, that gay club that they at. And then Maurice out there just having a good time, him and his nice little bartender buddy and all that. That's his friend. That's his friend, his friend, his friend, his friend, his friend. So they've been, down for a long time. So the ladies get into it. And then Karen and Fatima and Maurice, them three, the three ladies, they out there. And then Maurice said, "Oh my goodness, what's going on?" And then the first thing that Karen said, she said, "Well, whoever is in there that's saying and doing all that, they should be ashamed of themselves." I'm like, "Girl, shut up," because you little do you know that's your friends up in there. So they up there fighting, they up there judging outside the damn bathroom. And then another thing is when Danny come up in there. She said that she ready to whoop some ass. So she NC and getting in on the fight and all this and that, and they fighting and stuff. And she said, "You gotta believe that I'm gonna always roll for my sisters." And I'm like, "Okay, clock, 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 clock." So by the time they beat Penelope ass and all that, her little sidekick that she had with her, then it was all good. And they came up out the bathroom, and then Maurice and Karen was so surprised that they was the ones that was up in there, having it out. And they explained why they was up in there giving Penelope something that she can feel because she talked too damn much. Okay. And then, Maurice, he is just a character on top of a character. Then, Danny, she be coming with the reefer and stuff like that. And Danny then gave all of them edibles. Every last one of them. And you know how, just imagine how Andy is gonna act, especially her. It's gonna act with some edibles. Then she gets to doing the mashed potato and just doing. I felt like she was doing the macarena and all this stuff, mashed potato and just wipe out and all this stuff. And then I'm like, ooh, wait, hmm, Andy, please. We know you like a white girl at heart. It's okay though. And then she gets to dropping it and all that stuff. I said, "Oh, okay, it's time. It's time for them to come up out their restroom. It's time for them to come out their restroom. It's time for them to go ahead and go home. But not before Danny get her man. And her man came in there and then they was dancing and this and that. And then he said, "Well, I'll do anything to follow you if I can see you." I'm like, okay, like he should, as he should, and like he should. And then everybody else just having just a moment and then they talking at the bar. And then Pam was in there too. I forgot to say Pam. And Pam was in there and then it was the bright idea for them to do go on the stage and then just do karaoke. And then We Are Family was the karaoke song. And you know how all of them probably acted, we are family. They was getting that's okay, okay. And all the sisters was all in different, at different groups and at different, situations. And my whole thing was I was more happy for Fatima and Karen. And the reason why I was so happy for Fatima and Karen is because they came a long way. And then Fatima she just too mature and all that. So with that being said, they all came together and they was up there just having a good time and all that. And I said, okay, okay, okay. And that was pretty much all of the episodes, y'all. It was a short episode, and that's why I said I can just do all this off the dome and all that. Because, I had stopped watching Sisters for a long time. I had stopped watching Sisters for a long time. I hadn't reviewed it in 3 or 4 episodes. So I'm gonna get back into the saddle of it if it's gonna always be like this. Okay. And it's gonna be short and sweet because I gave y'all the point and it wasn't nothing really going on. I forgot to tell y'all that Karen did check on her baby with Aaron and all that stuff, and they in love and all that. He proposed to her. She accepted the proposal, and they packing so they can move to another life, a different life. I'm like, okay, clock, 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 clock. Cause Karen, you need to go somewhere else. And then she asked, "Did he feed the baby?" And he said, "Yeah, Daddy got this. Daddy got this. Daddy is on top, on top, on top, on top." And I'm like, they cute. But like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And see y'all later.